Boy, it's a storm that is approaching. Hello everyone, it's SK95. Welcome back to more Okami HD. Last time, we finished off everything in Seion City, and we managed to, well, get more stray beads afterwards. This time, though, there's a stray bead located, one more thing located here in this Shinshu field that I want to grab before we head on to the next area of the game. So, let's go find that funny runner around this area. Where did he go? I could have sworn. There he is. Wait a minute. Come back here. You, Ada. Haha! There you are. Listen, Pooch, I need to talk to you. I, Lightning Ina, want to challenge you. I want to take back the title of Shinshu's #1 once and for all. You've totally outclassed me up to now, but I'm not going to run and starting staring at your tail wagging anymore, pal. And just to show how serious I am this time, I'm picking up my family treasure, the gimmick gear, as my stake. I still remember it. That night of 1,000 shooting stars, one of them just fell right out of the sky into my lap. That was the gimmick gear. That sealed cog whale just dropped down right in front of me. It couldn't be more than just an accident. The gods must have planned it. They were telling me to keep running for the rest of my life, to keep delivering my mail as fast as I possibly can. Good. I live for my job, and that gear is my good luck charm, and I'm putting all my faith. Bleh. And I'm putting my faith in it now. I know it'll help me win. So, time we got this show on the road, right? Come on, then. Hayato Ida over here is going to move 10 times faster. Go. You're seriously not learning your lesson like last time. You lost. What? No way! Lightning Ida, the Dangering Express, beaten in the greatest and most important match of my life. You haven't just scored a point off me this time. That's gotta be worth 1,000,000 points. Well, a promise is a promise. Pooch, my lucky charms is yours. It should always belong to the #1 sprinter in Shinshu. You obtained gimmick gear. My little brother from Yushima Coast said he's seen an amazing wolf. Guess you must have made a name for yourself over there, too. Well, you're the fastest creature I've ever met, that's for sure. I guess the gods wouldn't mind if I'm willing to issue the title of Shinshu's #1 to you. But it's an important title, so make sure you honor it, okay? I'm going to keep on running and running and running. And one day, I'll take the title back from you. You'll see. 50 praise for also beating you. This is the last race we do for Ida. Technically speaking, this race is only available after you beat 9 tails. There's another thing we can do here, but I'd rather save that for later because it's not available until the very end of the game. And trust me, it sucks that it's only available at the end. So we need to that gimmick gear is actually important, but I want to get the next area opened up before we head back to get this gimmick gear used. So with Catwalk, we can actually get up here. There's actually dig spots around the area as well as a demon gate around this area, if memory serves me correctly. And it should. I remember the demon gate being obnoxious. I believe it was, yeah, it was right here. This is the last demon gate of the area, and we haven't even touched it yet. However, this demon gate actually does have, well, imps. They're easy. Oh no, a red imp. Oh no, the red imp died. Oh look, a blue imp. Oh, tragedy. Anyway, wind. Anyway, wind. There you are. There's the red imp. And that would be another blue imp. So wind. And power slash. Yeah, a lot of one demon fangs. Really, this is a easy demon gate once you get hanging on it. So yeah, pretty easy. And we got a lot of money for that. So yeah, good. This area is now restored back to normal, and I have got rabbits where I don't have seeds. Oh, nuts. Now I remember now. I should have gotten feed bags. Never mind, I actually take herbs. Never mind, I thought those seeds. Never mind, I'm good. At least now we have 250 praise, which means we can actually level up something, I believe I can level up. I can level up my HP again. So yeah, that's actually pretty easy to do, and this area is only available after you get Catwalk, but you can't finish accessing it until you get past the Thunder Storm. And you also need to get Oni Island, so yeah, you're kind of stuck about it. So, yeah, a lot of the thunderstorming area is actually important for us because we need to get this way to the north. And trust me, there actually is another dig spot around here someplace. I just need to turn it to nighttime to get it. You know, that really shouldn't have worked, and I'm not going to complain. It's a big area, so there should be one more dig spot near that, what was it? Oh yeah, near that, but it's not. There it is. I was looking for this one. This actually contains something quite important for us to complete. It's another pearl, which is good for money. Okay, I was thinking of something else, mind you. Then again, my memory of probably the later portions of the game can be either screwy or good, depending on the scenario. It's either or, really, for me. But besides that point, we actually have a lot of access to things in the area. And that race actually barely took any time at all. Hi, Bakugami. So there's another demon gate over here. Let's go and go into it and deal with its enemies. Oh no, black imps. Oh no, red imp. Oh no, power slash. Oh no, power slash. Hey, power slash. Do you really think that's gonna work? So the glaive and the sub-weapon does a dash, but another thing about the glaive it does is actually much more interesting. Its sub-weapon ability actually does a ground slash if you're in the air too high. If you do that, you're actually going to do a lot more damage. But it's only an easy access. It's not exactly easy. But having a black imp in the area is actually pretty good, given the fact that means you can make drop after being killed. To be fair though, the sub-weapon glaive is not exactly as good as, say, as a reflector, but it does its job well. Looks like it's rapid season, because that's the second time I've gotten over rapids. Buddies. Boy, the rabbit god surely will be happy about this. 10 praise for that. Alright, there should be another dig spot around this area, because this is a lot of big areas. Yes, there is. There's another dig spot for a lucky clover. Alright, so let's go dig this up. This is a lucky clover containing 30 praise. Nice. There actually is something underneath, and there's also a dig spot over here. Yes. I like doing this at nighttime because while it does increase the enemy amounts, I don't have Peace Spell, but it's fine nonetheless. Tutani Pottery. Most expensive selling item right now, so yeah, pretty good. There is, I believe, one more dig spot around the area, if I'm remembering right. Otherwise, I'm remembering too many dig spots that are not in the actual area. This has been here for ages, but nobody knows what it's for. There are many things like that in Nippon. No one knows when they were built, or even who built them. But I suppose people have more important things to think about. They apparently do. Anyway, there is a chest here containing a crystal, which sells for a lot. Alright, good. I'm gonna get to the next area. I'm gonna definitely like mass buy all the feedback that I need to get because trust me, you're gonna need it. So let's go around and check out this unique ruin. There is a gate over here, and you can enter if you can get it. But unfortunately, we can't exactly get in there very easily. So let's smash the pottery first. We got feedback, nice fish. But the way you do this is actually very simple. But first, let's check out the door and see the intricate pattern. There's something written here. Never seen such writing before. Even I can't read it. Wonder what it says. What it says is actually interesting. See that electrical structure that's pointing towards the sky? Use thunderstorm on it. And that opens a way open, leading to a weird dial turning around. Ami, do you know where this hole leads to? You know, there was that foul smoke rising from Ninetales which flew off to the northern lands. That's what's waiting for us on the other side of this tunnel. Anyway, what's up with that creepy light? I'm getting a bad feeling about this. Yeah, bad feelings all around. Issun, come on. We're not exactly that scared, but the map is showing us a new location. So let's actually just head over this way and run as fast as possible. So, yeah, we're finally reaching a new locale. And it's starting to get colder and colder as we keep progressing forward. There's a reason it's getting colder and colder, though. One of the biggest is like 2 loading screens of areas, but Kamui, the final area of the game. The final main area of the game in particular. Brrr. Is it cold here or what? How could anywhere be so darn cold? I know Kamui is the northernmost part of Nippon, but come on! I don't remember it ever snowing this hard before. Listen on me. I'm gonna hunker down in this fur coat of yours. You try to find us some shelter from this nasty blizzard. Yeah, Issun. I'll roger that. Unfortunately, the map is a bit of an easy one, but there is curse zones around the map, so we gotta be careful not to land anywhere that's a little bit not safe. If you catch my drift. So, the obvious answer would be check the save mirror. Let's actually save and make sure we have the progress. So, Kamui is the coldest area in the game, and it shows very easily. Shovel in the ground. Can't exactly do anything with it. You can power slash it, but nothing happens. And it appears to be daytime now. Which is odd, but regardless of that, I'm not going to turn myself to that. So, we stop now. Time to meet the new enemies of the area. These are replacements of the Guardians and Imps. However, their flow finishers are a bit more different for me, and honestly, I don't think I like them. The Red Imps, still the same thing, and Power Slash. These guys are more annoying, though, because they actually have higher damage outputs. Power Slash is not their flow finisher, though. Their flow finisher is actually something else. If you use Veil of Mist, nothing happens. Okay, and let's try Wind. Yes, their flow finisher is, oddly enough, Wind. I don't know why it's their flow finisher, but it is. But they are worth more demon things than we've encountered so far. Trust me on this one. But at the same time, we did not manage to do enough hits. Whatever, they were dealt with easily, and we got great time and damage. The enemies were defeated very easily, so yeah, we can't exactly do anything with that weird gust of wind. Let's check out this new house over here. Brrr! Look! Fire! Fire! Guess we're not gonna freeze to death after all. What's your problem, Mommy? I'm allowed to relax in front of the fire, ain't I? Yikes! You... You see that on me? I'm not talking about that silly mask. I mean his sword. That puppy's a bona fide masterpiece. Let's go and meet with that guy. We don't know who he is, though. However, he's an important character to the story. Looks like he means business. How? So he is a very dangerous opponent. Be careful what he does because his long-range attacks are great and powerful. You gotta be careful because our glaive attacks are not exactly gonna be good. However, he has the same flaw as Waka editing characters like Waka. They always do this. However, when they do that instead, he leaves himself completely vulnerable. It also means he's vulnerable to a bomb. Really? You're doing this again? If he gets hit one of them, he is basically going down no matter what. It's actually very easy. It's actually one of the easiest fights in the game that's early on. If you have a reflector sub-weapon, it's actually much better to fight him with it. Inferno. I did not do that on purpose, and I frankly am annoyed that it did it on purpose. Good, we did manage to knock back one of them. I wanted to knock back at least one of them and knock them down a little bit, so yeah, it's pretty good. And it's over. Not quite. He can transform into a wolf. And he releases energy similar to us. Though he's now fighting similar to the Canine Warriors. He is a lot more different and a lot harder to fight. Because he moves a lot faster. That spear is actually going to attack at longer ranges, and you gotta be careful. If you use Inferno on him, though, he actually gets stunned and he won't be able to attack. Okay. Burn. Okay, that's it. Fire burst. Not doing much damage, but... So right now we're doing not much damage, unfortunately, because unfortunately his form like this is actually several times faster and stronger. But if we manage to do enough hits, he might actually give up. A clone attack. This is where he gets a little bit more serious and a lot more dangerous. However, it does have a flaw. If you use fire on these clones, they burst apart and completely get destroyed, leaving them behind 8 HP yield. Really good, especially when you want to do that. But I've now lost my defense. I'm just going to use another one to get my Godhood back up because, frankly, the Godhoods are required for this fight. Otherwise, I'm getting smacked a lot. And trust me, this fight can be difficult the first time you fight it. This is one of the fights I remember in particular that is very dangerous. However, when he does that spin attack, he is incredibly vulnerable. Inferno actually does a lot of damage to him. In fact, it nearly kills him in one blow. But he's going to keep doing the dash attack very easily. Nope. There we go. He's down. Do you still have fight left in you? And he reverts back to his humanoid form. Not bad, White One. I am Oki, warrior of the Oina Tribe. Oina warrior, Oki. You're obviously not of our tribe. And I can see that you are no mere wolf either. What name do you go by? This here is Amaterasu, the great savior of Nippon. But enough about that. Why'd you have to go attack us? And what are you doing with that sword in the first place? Oh, I see you have a portal with you. Wait, is that Issun? I haven't seen you around here in ages. It must be nice to be able to roam on the back of a wolf, huh? I heard you got tired of painting and ran from this land in disgust about a year ago. So why did you come back? Did you have a second thoughts? Why you? I don't know who you two think you are, but you're nothing like the legendary Shiranui and the pint-sized warrior. Bah! Put a cork in it, will ya? Why don't you start by telling us why you have that sword? This sword? I have this sword because the time to wield it has come. What? As you know well know, Kamui is a harsh land, covered in snow and ice. And the monsters that infest the region only make our life worse. Yet we, the Oina Tribe, have managed to survive to this day. It is because the sacred Ifuzuji mountains have watched over us. However, our mothers and protectors, our most sacred of mountains, have been taken over by those demons. Yes, I speak of the twin demons, Electrocute and Nechiku. They had been imprisoned at the twin summits of Esifuji, but they suddenly broke free one day and began their deadly assault upon the land of Kamui. The snowstorms grew more intense, transforming Kamui into a frozen wasteland. Those demons are back? Many of our tribe have been killed by their resist attacks. It was as if they roamed our lands in search of something, but they mercilessly slaughtered all the Oina they came across. The good earth is losing its power and its soul. Without these gifts of the gods, Kamui will become uninhabitable. I must slay those wretched demons now, before it is too late. What about the villagers? They should be battling in the cold of that blast down as Fuji. After all, our village lies within their base. It is only a matter of time before Kamui becomes an icy tomb. An icy tomb? Then what are you doing out here with that guardian sword? Why'd you bring it out of the village? Did I not say the time to use the sword has come? You heard of the prophecy of salvation, have you not? The wall of ice shall shatter and open the way to the heavens when Kutuan, the guardian sword, glows silver. It means that when this sword glows silver, ridding the village of this abominable blizzard will be child's play. The sword's gonna start glowing? Yes, but Kantomi will not wake until tastes more monsters' blood. So I will continue slaying the foul beasts wherever they may be. Until Kantomi lights our way to victory. I did great on time and damage. So Oki has his reasons. It appears the blizzard has lightened a bit. I know not when the demons will launch another terrible blizzard, but now would be your best chance to flee to the village. Wait a sec, Oki. I can't believe the chief let you take that sword. I mean, he tanned my hide once for just touching the darn thing. I already told you. The time to wield it has come. The wall of ice shall shatter and open the way to the heavens when Kantomi, the guardian sword, glows silver. It means that when this sword glows silver, ridding the village of this abominable blizzard will be child's play. But Kantomi will not wait until it has tasted more monster blood. So I will continue slaying the foul beasts wherever they may be, until Kantomi lights our way to victory. Well, we have his reasons to why he wants to do this, but we have to find the guardian sapling and rid the area of all the curse. Unfortunately, a lot of curse areas around this map, and the, in fact, curse zone is very big. In fact, a lot of people are affected by the curse zone. However, familiar face, isn't it? Hello. Oh, it's you again, Poochie. Hey, aren't you? I knew it! You're that master bowman, the apple guy. What are you doing all the way out here in this nasty blizzard? Well, you see, I've come to realize something since setting off on my travels. It's my bow. It seems to bring about misfortune. So I decided to go far away where I couldn't cause any trouble. And what do you know? I ended up all the way up here in the north. Anyway, Poochie, why not have a bite to eat and relax a bit? Some more apples. Now, there's lightning around the area. Guess what we get to do this time? Same thing applies. Lightning it. Well, the guardian sapling's found. What the? Now my arrows bring on the thunder? This can't be a coincidence. Doesn't seem like a curse either. This must be fate. This has to be a sign from the gods. It is my destiny to live and die with my arrows. 50 praise for helping him discover his destiny. This time, I've been saying I want to do big things, but I was really just traveling so I could have an easy life. Now I see there's no such thing as an easy path. Now you devote yourself to mastering one thing. The gods have shown me my true path, the path of archery. So what are you going to do now? The time has come for me to stop being so whimsical. My real journey starts here and now. We must have some kind of strange link between us. And it's only when you two are around that the gods show their hand. I'll never forget the both of you. If we will meet again, I'll share a few apples. Farewell, my friends. Apples! The apple guy's gone. Boy, he sure was all fired up, even more so than usual. Maybe he's finally found his reason to live. If only all of us can do that. So, the apple guy, Yoichi, is gone. So, let's actually manage to bloom that and finally fix Kamui up a little bit nicer. And enjoy the last time we're going to see a Guardian Sapling Awakening animation. You develop a blizzard, it now looks nicer. We get 50 praise for fixing the Guardian Sapling in the last one. Technically speaking, we can go back to Sakia's tree and get better rewards. For now, though, there's actually sheep around this area. We can feed them some herbs and actually get some more praise for this. We get 12 praise for doing this, so yeah, pretty good. There's a lot more things around this area that you might want to grab, but first let's go in here. His former house leads to, well, what he was doing this entire time. There's an arrow smack dab in the middle of the target. Whoever did this must be a crack shot. Yoichi's shooting at this arrow constantly. Of course, he's practicing his habits. He has a talent. So there's a yellow demon gate, and there's also this. We power slices to get ink. However, if we see fire on any ice objects, immediately break them with fire. This leads to a chest opening containing a pearl, which is really good. Now, the demons in this area are a bit tougher than your average ones. They actually are just stronger. Yellow demon gates, no matter what, will always contain the same enemies. There's even a black variation of the same enemy we fought before. It's a bit faster, a bit stronger, but power slashing these things is not hard, but it's a pain. Okay, no. This is our main gem target where they use their ability things to actually start hitting us. Thankfully, though, these things are still weak to wind, and in fact, their full finisher is still wind, no matter what variation it is. So if we use wind, I said if we use wind properly. Okay, the game's being funny. Oh, you're gonna be this funny. Fine. Fine, there we go. Seeing them flying is easy, and doing this is actually much more hilarious than you may think. There we go, and use the wind. You get 3 demon fangs for this, and getting demon fangs from this is easier than you may think, so this is why I want to grab them. And honestly, Kamui is the area I would say outright is a recommended area if you want to grab out demon fangs, because I've already gone back up to 26 since I had 2 before. So it's really good, foxes. What does the fox say? I will shut up right now, because the fox says Ninetales is dead. So, remember when I wanted to save all my money? Well, we're going to be using a lot of our money around this area, but there's a familiar face over there. Before we do that, though, let's burn this chest. Containing a vase. A white porcelain pot, in fact. Pot made of Sunjo translated white porcelain. It sells for a lot. Remember this friend of ours? Katari. Huh? Is that you, doggy? Remember me? We played together back in Agata Forest. Katari? Is that you? How'd you get all the way out here? I wanted to become a real man like Susano, so I took my dad's fishing pole and set out on an epic journey. You know, like, I like the river, but there's nothing like the vast sea. It makes me realize just how insignificant my life was. Wow, you're no longer that crybaby I met back in Agata Forest. Now that I think about it, you look more grown up too. You really think so? I haven't been seeing a lot of Nippon's great outdoors, but the vast icy sea of Kamui is far harsher an environment than anywhere else. If I could prove myself any goal into the harsh wilderness here, maybe I could become a real man like Susano. Run. There's he is again, getting back to the nature of his fishing pole, and about a line or bait to boot. Now I remember why my dad treasured this pole. When I hold it in my hands, I can hear Mother Nature herself speak. Hey, doggy, how about we do some fishing, like old times? I want to show you what I can do now. You can fish with him, and it's similar to the one back in the Seion City's Upwards Crack Quarters. Though I typically don't recommend it, so yeah, it's very interesting. Okay, Ami, you got the basic idea, right? Yeah, let's just catch fish. It's the same as it usually is. There's fish here in this area that are actually unique to the area alone. And you do need to do this if you want to complete everything in the game, but I would not say outright it's necessary. Lamb. This is... Way to go, Ami. We fish more larger fish become. Yep. Technically speaking, I'm going to do this around 3 times before I decide to give up. Because, frankly, I'd rather not do too much fishing unless I have to. Fishing prices have no effect on it, and the only time that happened was during Seon City's nonsense. Another scalp. I did not get something. Getting any fish size is actually better when you may think, but regardless of that, getting these fish is just good for selling items and nothing else. So let's just keep going one more time, and then I'll stop doing this. Let's see. I'm gonna go for the one right in front of me. It's a different size than the ones I've been getting. I think it's not a scallop, but something else entirely. Ooh, there's another one. This is a seahorse. Cut seahorse. A funny looking one. You're on a roll, champ. Don't give up now. I'll do one more just to see if there's anything bigger. And there's some big boys. Oh, that's a big one. You got a bite. Sorry, you're a real bad now. Oh boy. Oh, dang it. That's what happens when you fail this power slash. Dang it. I don't like doing that. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. Thankfully, though, all of them have the same philosophy of just do it once. You got a squid. Be a kid. You're on a roll, champ. Don't give up now. I'm tempted to do one more. Let's just do you. And I got the wrong one. Darn it! Nah, it's gonna be a seahorse again. I can already feel it. Yep, see? I saw the seahorse. I was ripped off. I was bamboozled. Alright, I'm done fishing for now. Alright, I'm done fishing now. I don't want to stay doing fishing forever, honestly speaking. I'd rather not, because we're back to business. So, there's a better reason to actually be around this area in particular. Yes, that was a pretty big one. They really have some unusual fish out here in Kamui. Hey, look! Umi, why? Look who we have here. I can smell you 2 miles away. Umi, is that really you? Wow, you just look at you. You've become really something. But you're still as ugly as ever. I see you've become stronger, but Katori and I have too. We have traveled many roads and seen many things. I suppose you missed Stevie's best in us in fishing or fighting. You heard that, Ami? He's still dishing out those half compliments of his. So there's actually a better reason to be in this area besides the fishing area. There is actually a snow statue here. You can actually turn into an Ami statue, which is admittedly pretty cool, and honestly, I like this design. It stays until you leave the area, so yeah, it's kind of cool looking, admittedly. So there's nothing really here besides a little dojo, if we remember correctly. Hello, Onigiri-sensei. Look who's here. Greetings, my little friend. What are you, not you again. Can't you just pick a place to run your dojo and sick of it? I've already explained myself, no? Be it a lonely isle among the waves on the most frigid mountain peak. I forge a warrior path. Warrior's path be the route to the land. Well, you're a one-star student. Here I thought you were way back, really back. Your face must really change when you get down to business. And what is brought you here? Do you once again see my 2 illicit fighting arts? Yes, we do. Hard head allows you to break an object you couldn't do before by just tackling into it. Essentially, it's just a basic attack that heals up every enemy, but it's not exactly that good of a move. But we'd rather get something else entirely. I want to have 5 winds in particular. 5 winds attack? Okay. 5 winds is an increased reflector attack. I'd rather have this ability, so yeah. Let's listen again. We're practicing 5 winds reflector training. Take these tips to the heart and remember them to the train. 5 winds reflector tips. First, master the 5 button and keep doing it until you get 5 hits. Well, you understand? I understand your assignment. Ah, very well then. I grant you the technique scroll. Check it when you forget what it means to be a warrior. Technique scroll, yes. Understand what your body is, well your mind, on God day. So 5 winds is a great addition for a moveset. So yeah, it's a very good move. And I recommend definitely picking it up because we want to get all of our techniques and we'd rather have the 5 wind technique so we have a reflector offensive attack. Frankly honest, it's a great move. Enough, eh? Well, let's go through the experience and I'll pray you don't forget it. Yes, well aware. Okay. I was a little concerned. Again. I want to see what you're doing. We want to do some my arts? Yes, I do. A lot of these moves are actually cheap when you think about it, but they're honestly pretty good. However, there's moves that are in the later categories that are really powerful. Brown Rage essentially is just a literal insult to injury will get you more demon fangs. However, the amount of money required to do this is honestly not worth the effort, and unless you want to grind up Demon Fangs, it's there if you need it. If you equip 2 same weapons of each one of these types, you increase your attack power outright. For example, Waning Mirror is probably the most useful of the two because you basically increase your amount of damage and have a counterattack just in case. This is good for a particular area that I would recommend, but I won't buy it here. Let's get all the other glaive techniques and other techniques in the scrolls, and then we'll be heading in. So, equipment, glaive again. I'm just going to swap. So, the Force Shear technique is a great upgrade to the technique scroll. And frankly honest, I need it because frankly, the glaive is going to be a very important weapon for later fights. And trust me on this, the glaive has a better offense for its regular attacks versus being a sub-weapon. Frankly honest, I would not recommend it as a main sub-weapon at all. Alright, very well. I'm going to use the scroll, check it out when you get the warrior, yada yada yada. We already understand it's entirely on the side. Let's just go with our fighting techniques. I learned my lesson last time. Do not charge when I'm trying to leave the area. The last hit does rapid combo damage, and that definitely helps a lot more. Now, in terms of damage output, the Rosary does less, but it also has more hit rate. The Reflector is less balanced, and the glaive itself is slower, but it hits harder. So that's the basic idea of how each weapon works when it comes to damage outputs. Although, to be frankly honest, the tier matters in each weapon. F8? Alright, listen to the wolf for gaining experience. Once the Oina Tribe, I pray you do not forget it. I always get so nervous every time I'm on the loading screen because I remember last time, you all remember that video, where I literally tried to leave, but unfortunately the game decided to crash, and then I'm like crying in pain. So we're done with everything here. Let's actually try to find another save mirror, and then I will try to see what else lies beyond it. But we have a Reflector increase technique. We're happy of this. Demon Scrolls here are not exactly required, but there are demon enemies in the area that I would say outright are new. And trust me, there are new ones. Speaking of which, the Igloo is a new enemy. Now, they have the same flaw as regular Igloo enemies. They tend to be similar to Chimeras. If you hit them hard enough, though, they will eventually actually start falling over and will be very easy to get down. For example, their light on the back of their tail lights up. If you use Inferno on it, it melts entirely, meaning their entire body is exposed to it. Their flow finisher is in fact Inferno, so it's actually very easy to use. However, we can't use Inferno by itself. We have to use the Inferno Fireburst technique in order to actually get the dang Demon Fangs out of it. So unfortunately, you're going to waste a lot of ink fighting this thing. So yeah, a lot more hits, a lot more damage. It's just basically a replacement enemy of the Chimeras that you fought before. Besides anything else, you're pretty much good. Konoha Blossom right next to the dang Guardian Sapling. What the actual heck on? I just decided to lag in midair and nothing happened. Alright, good. We finally got the Guardian Sapling up here. Let's go dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole. And bloom it. Pretty praise for this. You're going to be using a lot of praise in this area because, frankly honest, this is your last area of the game, and frankly, it's going to be very easy to use it. There is actually a correct area here that can only be gotten with double Cherry Bomb. So if you don't have double Cherry Bomb, you cannot get this at all. That's double whammy. This leads to another Nirvana, but however, you need a lot of money for this. Trust me on this, you're going to need a lot of it. That's why I didn't spend too much money on Orogiri Sensei, because frankly, I'd rather not do that. So let's dig a hole, 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 and then get these levers out of the way. They each have 30 praise, so it's a really good area to get. And frankly, the later in the area the game is, the more praise you're going to grab. So this one is over here, and then let's just dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole, and good. So yeah, a lot more praise. There's another one of those Nirvana Divine Springs that you need to toss money in as much as possible in order to get more prey. I don't need it. You do this 3 times, so I'm glad I didn't spend too much money on it. I'm tossing 100,000 again. Which is again, I didn't have too much money. Why don't you clear your body and mind and soul by tossing them in? Once again. Unfortunately, this means I'm going to be very in money debt because frankly, I'm going to need to do this twice. So I'm going to have to go grind up money. Thankfully, though, it's not too hard to grind up money in this game, and frankly, it's easy. When you do all this 3 times, Bakugami reappears. Ah, Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. Only a heart as pure as yours, as your own, can pierce the darkness. The kindness overflowing from the heart has further strengthened. This destructive power of 3 cherry bombs is now yours. I trust that you will make good use of it. Triple cherry bomb is the most destructive technique in the game. For a good reason. If an enemy is weak to cherry bomb, this thing will hit hard. Bakugami's cherry bomb technique just got even more powerful? Just think about what you can do with 3 cherry bombs at once. We're on a roll here, Ami. This will help against a certain fight later in the game, and frankly, I recommend it. Triple cherry bomb is incredibly useful. Now remember, 2 cherry bombs still activate at the same time. However, if you have triple cherry bomb, they will do the same explosive damage that they usually do. So for example, I do this, and then do one in the very middle, like this. Push it into it. Yep, essentially it does a lot of damage, and it does a lot of explosive damage. Trust me on this, you're going to need this move for later fights. And frankly, some enemies will definitely get hit a lot harder with this. Now, I mean blunt, there is one more area in the game that I recommend worrying about, but right now I think I'm going to focus primarily on trying to get to the next area. Hey look, a bear. Thankfully, though, we have a lot of fish feedback, so bears are actually love the fish. However, it's not a polar bear, which is admittedly much more scary. Polar bear is actually more threatening than a bear. So, yeah, we have more praise. I'm going to increase my HP again, because frankly, it's the best thing I can use it for, because I don't need other things besides that. There's a shop over here, so we can actually sell some stuff for once. Oh, hello there, Wolf. I had a feeling I wouldn't get much business in this blizzard. And look, I was right. I suppose an animal like you wouldn't understand. It's tough training in the snow, looking out for monsters. The thing is, I can't just lay. Some people need me. Can't you imagine how hard it is? If you have any sympathy at all, you'll buy something. Do some shopping? Sure. Let's sell the items we have. The squid sells for the most, but it's not exactly worth the effort to sell it. Let's just go sell everything else. The Utani pottery has now been outclassed because the white porcelain pot is actually sells for more. So let's buy the items we need to grab. I'm going to need to buy a lot more seeds back up because, frankly, there's going to be birds in the game, and I need to grab them. I don't need as much as you may think, though. We're going to need a lot more meat, though. We don't need anything else at the shop. The shop is the same as it always is, so don't worry about it too much. There is another dividend spot over here, but this area in particular I recommend not worrying about because there is something important for later, and I'd rather not do it now. Excuse you. 30 praise. Bears, great. I'm going to feed all the bears at once. Now, just bear with me. That was a horrible joke. We're going to need a lot of money later, so I'm going to off-screen grind a bunch of money and demon things off myself because, frankly, it's easier. Anyway, another demon gate. Familiar faces. So I'm going to use the power of Whirlwind. Frankly, Whirlwind hits hard. Window. 2 demon things each side. Hey. Did I say you can do that? No. So yeah, these guys are very easy to deal with. Honestly, they're just advanced versions of the games, and they're not exactly as bad as everything. 2 demon things for a fight is actually pretty good. However, since this is a demon gate, a yellow variation of the yellow enemy exists. Unfortunately, there's actually a lot worse because they actually deal damage when they walk around. They still have the same flaw. They will actually get hit easily if you're not careful enough. No. And now they're still weak to the same philosophy of wind. However, they are not their floral finisher. Their floral finisher is bomb, actually. So I wanted to show off that it did not work like I wanted. So unfortunately, no dang demon thing for this thing. This is important because now we have the lake actually restored with 50 praise and thankfully, though, we still have the ability to water walk, so we don't have to worry about this dang nonsense, but at the same time, I'd rather not worry about it. There's a lot of dang demon gates around the area. Admittedly, restoring is a priority. Anyway, a dang scrape bait. We haven't seen one of these in a while, actually. This actually leads to a mermaid spring, which is actually, admittedly, one of the most important things in the game, because a mermaid spring means I can just go to another area if I so wish. This means I can go back to areas I've been to and actually deal with them at my own pace. So let's take care of this last demon gate before we head to the village. And power. There we go. wind. So, yeah, pretty much very easy to take down these guys. However, another igloo shows up, so thankfully it's very easy. Roll. Just gonna wait for it to do another... okay, it's gonna just walk around. Hey, stop. 0 times the charm, that means its back is gonna actually start lighting up, which means I can actually inferno it. Ironically enough, it's actually very susceptible to being hit by dank fire bursts. So we need to use fire bursts, so let's use the fire burst technique. 2 Junior Fangs as well, very good. However, that leaves up a lot of prey, dank ink, so I'm going to be a little more concerned about that one. Unfortunately, Fire Burst does not change its ink usage, but I really need that golden ink pot to restore myself. Frankly, that thing is way worth the effort. More trees restore itself as well, very good. Brace break as well. We pretty much explored most of the area, and we actually are getting closer and closer to where we need to be. This sign says, what does it say? What does it say? What does it say? What does it say? Right, Yoshibet, straight to Waykeeper. So we're just gonna go to the Waykeeper because this area is actually leads to the village. Let's actually climb up and into that next area, shall we? It leads to a new area we need to get to anyway, so yeah, pretty good. Waykeeper is the home of the Oina Tribe. Whoa! This is like it's like the whole village has been frozen solid. I wonder if anyone's still alive. There's a save mirror here, however, we're going to discuss that in the next episode. So next time on Okami HD, we'll be exploring the Waykeeper and seeing what the heck just happened here. See you all next time.